Hey guys, what's going on? This is the conservative speaking, and I wanted to talk about a bunch of triggered students who are, excuse me one second, a bunch of triggered students who are demanding action after a Penn professor's racist comment about Asians. You know, we've gotten to a point in America now where people try to condemn other people from speaking the truth. When truth of the matter is, those very people who claim that they are for for freedom of speech, they really are for fascism. These are the very people who get triggered like a bunch of snowflakes when you say something that they do not agree with. If you're not politically correct, if you don't follow the so-called woke mob, if you don't say the very things that will make everybody feel good and not say things that will make them overreact and melt like a bunch of snowflakes, then you need to be canceled. And these are the very people who claim that they are for the speech of everyone, that everybody should be able to say their piece as long as you say the very thing that they agree with, which is not freedom of speech. But this woman, this professor, Amy Wax, I read what she said, and she couldn't sound any more American than the rest of us. The very people who really believe in this country, who love this country, and does not want to see this country become decimated by a bunch of non-assimilating people who refuse to embrace the founding values and culture that once made this country valiant. And it's a shame if we happen to lose our country to progressives. This country will be one sitting dump fire. So, to show you what's happening, we will go through the article. The University of Pennsylvania came under fire this week after a law professor made inflammatory comments about Asians and the Asian American community during the interview. Amy Wax, in speaking to Brown University professor Glenn Laurie on The Glenn Show, said, "Maybe it's just that Democrats love open borders and Asians want more Asians here. Perhaps they are just mesmerized by the feel-good cult of diversity. I don't know the answer, but as long as most Asians support Democrats and help to advance their positions, I think the United States is better off with fewer Asians and less Asian immigration." Now, tell me something about that statement that is anti-American. Or tell me anything about that statement that is considered racist. First of all, there's no such thing as racism. Racism is a made-up statement made by the global elitists, the so-called high-educated people, the race pimps, and race baiters. It doesn't exist. No such thing as racism. All right. And if you were a Christian, you would know better. You would know that our battle is not a physical battle, but a spiritual one. But when you take Christianity away, then that's when you get these ridiculous debates about racism, a thing that really was at one time was never a thing in America. I mean, granted, America is not perfect. I mean, there were some atrocities that happened in America, but we overcame them. And this is a nation, contrary to whatever you hear, this is a nation for all people. For people who love this country and even for the people who hate this country. But truth be told, I mean, you're talking about a bunch of immigrants that migrated from another country and they're coming here trying to screw up our country. Then my message is this: if you're willing to do that, then you need to go back to your country. Why are you here? Go back to your country and screw up your country. Okay? You don't see China with that same mindset that these liberal Asians are bringing. They don't have that same mindset. They're not going to just bring anybody that they want in China. But if you feel that way, then you need to go back to your country. I don't see anything that she said that was wrong. Everything that she said was all American. But anytime that you say anything that doesn't assimilate with the far left, then you're considered racist, misogynist, fascist. Listen, it's all name calling at the end. Let them call you all the names that you want. You stand by what's right. And this woman stood by what's right. It's unfortunate that she's being punished for it. But keep in mind, by her accepting a position in Philadelphia, she should have known what she was getting herself into. Philadelphia is the most liberal city. I mean, this is a city that celebrates illegal aliens, homosexuality, and violence, especially violence among the blacks. So this is Amy Wax right here. I mean, there's nothing that she said that was out of the ordinary. All right, everything that she said was all American. But we have gotten to a point in this country because we have gotten away with what works, which is Christianity, to the point where people are celebrating wrong is good and good is wrong. You know what I mean? I mean, think about it. She's talking about the Democrats love open borders. We don't. We don't want anybody pouring into our country. The real Americans don't. But for some reason, we seem to be so accepting of all people that we're willing to open our borders and allow all types of people. I mean, the rights, we accept all types of people. All types of illegal aliens coming in with drugs, crime, their diseases, their multiple children. It's a mess. And these very Asians who believe in that think that that's what's best for the country. Well, I'll tell you what's really great for the country. The fact that you can get a one-way ticket back to your country. Those comments spark outrage on campus, with the dean of the law school calling them anti-intellectual and racist. Well, that's a good thing. I mean, with the type of mindset that they have, who wants to be an intellect? Like all racist generalizations, Wax's recent comments inflict harm by perpetuating stereotypes and placing different burdens on Asian students, faculty, and staff to carry the weight of this vivitrol. A whole bunch of big words. Vivitrol and bias. Dean Theodore Ruger said in a statement. A bunch of weak beta males. Weak, pathetic people that are so triggered by words. I mean, what is the tuition at Penn University? The fact that any parent in their right mind would think that it's a great idea to send their child to a university, which I believe Penn is an Ivy League school, an Ivy League university that has, in which the professors have this type of mindset. Waste of time. If any of my children will want to go to Penn University, they're paying out of pocket. They know not one single dime will come out of me to have them be indoctrinated with emasculation for the men and grooming for the women to think that they are better than men. Not happening. Not happening. Penn students created a petition demanding the school take action against Wax, a tenured professor. I think that the university needs to suspend her from all teaching duties. Says Aparitum, I'm not even pronouncing that name, a third-year law student. She shouldn't be allowed to come on campus. She shouldn't be allowed to interact with students while this investigation is ongoing. I mean, listen, these are a bunch of beta males. Weak, pathetic, pitiful men. All right? Emasculated men. Men that have been indoctrinated with matriarchy. These are only type of people that will make these type of statements. I mean, you're triggered by words. Literally by words. All right? The fact that she said that Asian people are the very Asian people who choose to support the Democratic Party, that there should be less of them, is the truth. If you are an American and you love this country and you do not want to see your country at the hands of progressives that want to turn this country into a third world country, then of course you're going to stand up to this and say, listen, that doesn't even jive with the very values that this country was once founded upon. We believe in the law of the land. Yes, we are caring. You know, do we invite refugees? Of course we do. But these people want anyone coming in this country, including people coming into this country illegally, who come in and then commit illegal acts. And they bring all the other mess that has nothing to do with the strength of America. This will weaken America. And it's funny that it's coming from people who at one time were immigrants. No. If you don't like this country, all right, we stand by a country of laws. All right? And if you don't like the laws of the land, then you can get the hell out of my country. I support Amy Wax. And this is a woman. This is a woman saying this. And usually it's, you know, it's rare that you see a woman that's level-headed, that understands what this country stands for. And she gets it. She gets it. I stand by this woman. But of course, if you stand up for America, then you are considered the enemy of the left. But there's not one thing that she said that's not true. I mean, you're coming from another country trying to ruin our country. We don't want you here. Go back to your country and ruin your own country. What the? But hopefully something good will come out of this. Hopefully, if they do try to suspend her and try to remove her from the school, hopefully she'll stand strong. And hey, if it happens, it'll be Penn's loss. You know what I mean? I mean, look at the tuition on its own. People have to pay 5 figures a year to have your children indoctrinated by this nonsense that they are implementing at the school. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. But yes, I stand by Amy Wax, and may God be with her. Amazing. Well, what do you guys think about this matter? Leave a comment in the comment section after you subscribe to my channel. Click the like button if you like the video. Smash the like button. I said click the like button. Smash the like button. If you found this informative, share the video. Share the video because this needs to get out. And subscribe to my channel as you'll be able to get content on the double. Also, when you subscribe to my channel, click on the notification button so that you'll be able to be notified when new content drops from my channel. And with that being said, this is The Conservative. I'm signing out. Have a blessed day. Amazing.